He's peacocking a little bit. No means no, bro.
Ah, fuck it. Go in there and get it. Consent begins with K. Every kiss begins with K.
He's trying hard. The illustrious pigeon, in its aggressive mating ritual, slowly stalks its prey. It bobs its head, it dances.
Oh my God, he really might get it on. Let's get it on.
It presents itself. It turns and spins, shows its glorious plumage. Come here, my dear, it says to her. She declines and tries to escape, but fast on her heels he is. Continuing the dance, the mating dance of the pigeon.
Two best friends with the attention span of a goldfish. We'll literally talk about anything and everything, and at some point, we'll argue about it. It's time for the Arguing Goldfish podcast.
Just give a little, say something.
Say something.
There it is.
Say something.
Say something, something beautiful.
Dispensary open.
Oh yeah, everyone's got a drugstore now. I have a question before we get started.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people who wear book bags and or, what would you prefer as an adult? Let's start that way. How do you feel when you see an adult with a book bag on or a tote bag? Especially males, specifically male.
Well, you have to be able to carry stuff.
Sure.
So I would assume that they're going to do something and they need to carry that extra amount of stuff.
Sure. But when you see a 40-plus-year-old male
okay,
with a book bag, what's the first thing you think of when you see that?
they must be doing something important.
Oh, see, I don't. So I think differently.
How do you interpret that?
I think it looks stupid.
Why do you think it looks stupid?
Well, that's...
At some point, it's like the grown-ass adult, and I'm talking like 50 years old and older, wearing fish heads. Are you familiar with fish heads?
No idea what you're talking about.
Wow. Wow. Fish heads are Chuck Taylors. The black shoe with the white tips. They were from like the 50s and 60s. They were real popular back then. Really, you've never heard of fish heads before? Chuck Taylors? They had the star on the side of them. Or someone who wears like Vans.
I used to wear Vans.
Sure, but you were a child.
I didn't skateboard.
No, but you were a
Vans.
kid.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you saw a 50-year-old man wearing fucking Vans? It's basically, that's a good analogy. Like, it's two different.
I would assume that they had skateboarded at some point and they never let it go. Or they're trying to be trendy.
Yeah, I go with the fact that I think you should act your age at some point. Unlike me, right? I'm 48 years old.
Yeah, you're a 48-year-old man-child.
100%. 100%. I act like a child. I am a child. But I'm also wearing a book bag, and I hate it. But when I see a grown-ass person, the Belts Corporation,
I wonder what they sell.
I bet they don't sell anything at all. It looks like a dentist's office. Isn't that like a tooth?
Do you know what time you go to the dentist?
Yes, I do.
Go for it. Say it.
9:15 in the morning.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
I stayed in this hotel before. Super, super nice. I once,
Looks plush.
for a very short amount of time, I dated a girl from New Zealand who worked for, are you ready for this?
Ready.
Blah Plunk.
What?
Yeah, you remember that company?
Say it again.
Blah Plunk?
Blah plunk?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
What the fuck is a blah plunk?
You never did car audio?
No.
When people put like aftermarket radio in their car, Blah Plunk was like the company to go to. It was the creme de la creme. They had an office here in Baltimore. They had a thing here at this hotel, like a corporate night, like a corporate room. And And as long as none of the corporate people were using it, it was open to really anybody who wanted it. So one night she got it, and she, in her Australian voice, asked me to come down and spend the night with her, which I did, of course. But I mean, I just want to get this is the Fells. It's old warehouse, but we stayed in a room right here at the glass on the other side. That's a room.
That's a room.
Yeah, and they're big. They're real plush. We had a beautiful evening together.
Fancy woods.
Did you want to have a seat?
As you probably gave some fancy wood.
No, well, listen.
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. However, I appreciate the thought that you might think that that's true, but I'm very much a quick comer, so it's a
aggressive cuddling.
Yeah. Problem is it didn't last.
Very thorough and aggressive cuddling.
It didn't last with that girl because I shit you not, I could not understand a single fucking thing she said back in the day on the cell phone. She was straight from New Zealand. So she'd be talking some fucking gibberish I couldn't understand. And this is way before texting. This is still when you had the first incoming minute free on Sprint. Or free phone calls after 9 p.m.
I remember you used to make those calls super quick.
Yeah.
Or count your minutes and like,
Yep.
I only got 100 minutes.
Yep. Anything after 9 o'clock at night was free. Or if, as usual, all firemen always ruin everything. If you
As
were
they
on
do.
Sprint and I was on Sprint, we could talk for free.
Mm-hmm.
So all firemen all were on Sprint for a while. So yeah, so we stayed here for a night. It was very nice, very big room. And it was like, at the time that this happened, it was like a $300 a night room. And that was a lot, that's a fuck ton of money just to sleep. Are you a traveler?
Mm-hmm.
I used to travel to Vegas on a regular, like multiple times a year. And I would always stay at the shittiest hotel for like $10 a night because I'm not here to spend $300. Like, what is a pretty room doing for me when I'm in Vegas? Like, I don't get it.
When I like to travel internationally, so the wife and I took a long, like 3-week trip to Europe a couple years ago. And I made sure that every time we stayed somewhere, we stayed at like the best hotels.
Okay.
Just because I was making it like the whole.
Yeah, but that's different.
Experience.
You're going on, let's just say, a once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah, 3 weeks in Europe.
Yeah.
We saw 12, 13 countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, you want to. That's one thing about spending the special time there, but to come down to Baltimore to stay at a hotel for $300 for a night, no. Oh, Ed's hooking us up with a guy who's starting this B&B
Okay.
on the water.
Okay.
So it's like these boats, kind of like that one over there, that big fucker over there.
Yeah.
But you basically do the B&B on the water.
Oh.
So he knows the guy because he does the coaching for that guy's daughter. So they're hooking us
He
up.
knows a lot of random ass
He's
people.
got, and he was like, "Hey, I got us hooked up with this interview," and I was like, "Fucking hey, man."
He's always into some shit.
Hey, I told him he loves getting the word out. He is so excited. He's like, "Hey, I messaged this person, this person." I'm like, "Dude, keep it up, man. Act like we're a fishing boat. Throw 100 lines overboard, and we'll just take whatever we can get. Fuck it. We'll make something happen. We made chicken salad out of chicken shit last week, and we can do it. We can do it every single time. I guarantee it.
Chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Yeah, we made the best of the worst situation. I have a story to tell you.
I am eagerly awaiting this story.
We talked about the Toots story of the construction guy.
Mr. Toots?
2 or 3 weeks ago, he came over again to do a job. I think we talked about this.
We briefly discussed it.
Okay. Basically, just a real quick sum up.
A rehash for everybody.
Real quick, in case you're just visiting us for the first time. That's Jake.
That's Justin.
Arguing Goldfish. So he came over 2 weeks ago. The goal was to put in 6 recessed lights and 4 ceiling fans. In 8 hours, he installed 4 recessed lights.
Thorough.
Not happy. Not happy at all.
Diligent in his work.
During this time, while he's working inside, I'm outside doing household chores. I'm cutting the grass, weed whacking. As I walk past the back of my house is also where the window to the bathroom is. I walk past it, I saw him shitting on my toilet. He looked like a deer in headlights. I acted like I didn't see him, but he definitely made eye contact with me. Go ahead.
So it wasn't a, hey, Justin, do you mind if I use your restroom?
Okay.
It just happened to be a passing by, and you don't have something covering your window? You like to just see nature as you shit?
I appreciate your question. It's a two-parter, and I will answer both parts. Starting with, my backyard is completely security fenced in.
Okay.
All right, so six foot tall security fence, and I live on a hill. So the hill goes up. So all I'm looking at is just the backyard.
Okay.
Nobody from the behind my house can look in.
Okay.
Because when they look, they're seeing the top of my fence, so they're seeing the top of the house.
Okay.
Not worried about it. So I don't have to worry about that. And I do have a window with a shade, but my bathroom is small, and for some reason, all the condensation from the shower gathers in the closet.
Okay.
So there's always like mold. So I like to air it out as much as possible. So I'm always leaving that back window open. And you can't get into my backyard because it's security fenced in, so it's no big deal. He asked me, so he lives, I measured this yesterday because there's a third part to the story. He,
Baby duckies.
baby duckies. He lives 0.1 mile from my house.
Okay.
It's literally 2 streets over. I walk to his house every day. I do a 90-minute walk. I walk past his house 13 times during that 90 minutes. He drives over because that's all his work stuff. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. He asked me, hey, can I use your bathroom? I said, sure, do what you gotta do. I'm outside pushing the lawnmower anyway. When I walk onto my patio to blow the blower to get the grass off the thing, that's when I notice out of my peripheral, he's shitting on the toilet. But he does this. So you're me, right? You're just act like you're looking that way. And then look towards me. Like one of those immediate, but I notice him immediately do that. So I just turn my head and just keep blowing. Right? I then hear the toilet paper roll frantically roll. I'm sure I don't think he wiped himself clean. I think he wiped it up his back. Like, I think he wanted off of that bowl as fast as possible. So that was the second day. And I remember texting everyone. I was like, the guy just took a shit. Now, mind you, again, he started at 8 o'clock. By 8:15, he asked me if he could use my bathroom to take a shit. Why didn't you just go home?
Hey, I forgot something at home. I got to run back real quick.
I'll be lit. I'm telling you, if the house in front of me wasn't blocking, I could see his house. That's how close he is. He's literally from here to one of those boats. Just pick one, because that's how far he is. It's not even that big of a deal. So, he does 4 recessed lights out of the 6 that he's supposed to put in, and 0 fans. He leaves.
Was this also the toilet that he failed to...
He failed to unclog. But he told me that the reason it wasn't clogged, or the reason it wasn't flushing, is because there was sediment in the jets that come down out of the toilet bowl. And I told him that was not possible because the toilet is literally 6 months old. But he swore up and down that it was. So we argued. I argued. He did not argue. Anywho, day 3. Okay, so all right, so he comes over to do that. I'm expecting all that work to be done that day. 4 lights get put in 8 hours.
Okay.
Seems a bit excessive.
Seems excessive.
These are what they call pancake lights. All you gotta do is drill a hole, stick them up there. There's no drilling.
Did he have to run any wire?
No. The wire, all of them connect to one terminal. See, it's like a chain, like Christmas lights. You plug a Christmas light in, and it continues another thing. You plug a Christmas light. Okay. So that's that. He says, I'll come back next time to do the rest of it. I said, great. During that 2-week break, we have the week-long heat wave.
Yep.
Where every day it was 100 degrees with 100% humidity. We remember this.
Stifling.
0 fans in my house. Now, mind you, my house does have air conditioning, but I refuse to turn it on because why put that expenditure into my house when it's just me? Okay. So I took off that whole week, and I suffered through the whole week. I took multiple showers throughout the day. I am sweating through clothes every single day.
You couldn't have sucked it up and put the AC on?
Nah. When I had the dog, I would put it on
You
because,
just love punishing yourself.
well, I'm an adult and I'm a human. If I get hot, guess what I can do? I can take a shower. I can go to the basement where it's 30 degrees cooler, right? I know how to do that. I had that mental thought.
Okay.
I can take care of myself. When I had
And you have a door down there, so.
yes, now I have a door. When I had the dog, I would turn the air conditioner because it's no need for him to sweat.
Yeah,
And he can't tell me he's hot. And I don't want him to suffer. And he was a princess, as all of our animals are.
as they are.
So I go 2 weeks with no fans. No big deal. I deal with it. We make an appointment to get together yesterday. So yesterday he walks in. Now, I'm already not happy. I now have to deal with this guy for the third time. He's slow as molasses. All I need you to do is get this done. So as soon as he walks in, I make it look like I'm on the phone, right? And I opened one of our work emails that told us about an upgrade in services that they were going to be doing during this week. It doesn't pertain to you, but I know you got the email. I had read this right before he walked in, and I regurgitated it word for word to him. I've been up since 2:30 in the morning. I've been dealing with this. I'm working from home. I don't have time to fuck with you. Great. I'm on the phone. I'm holding the phone to my head.
Okay.
No one's on the phone. So he's like, cool. I said, I need to know right now, is all of this getting done today? Because if not, I need to make a priority list for you. He's like, no, today. We're doing it all today. I said, tell me now if you don't think you can get it all done, because I need specific things done. And I was going to give you the order. So and he already said no, right? He's already told me I'm going to do all these today.
Yep.
I then say, fuck it. This room, the living room, is priority number 1 for that ceiling fan. The 4 lights are already in and they work. Great. I said the ceiling fan, priority. I said the bedroom, master bedroom, priority for the ceiling fan. I said the other 2 rooms, if you don't get those done today, I'm okay with that. I truly am okay with that. I have a 3-bedroom house. The other 2, one's a computer gaming room. The other one is literally storage. Like, it's cool. Nope, I plan on fixing everything today. Wonderful. I said, if this changes, that's the order I need you to do. So during this time, I also made...
What the fuck is she doing?
She's waving to.
She is not waving to me.
She is waving to.
Sticking her arm out like she's trying to make a
said,
turn.
oh my God, it's Jake from Arguing Goldfish.
I doubt that.
That's what she said.
That was a very quiet thing to say.
It went like this.
Your sign language is impeccable.
Thank you. So anyway, I make this announcement. He says, no. So I, again, reiterate, I'm working from home. I don't have time. Because last time he came over, I was his fucking helper. Every 10 minutes. Hey, can you help me do this? Hey, can you help me do this? So when we were talking on the second time he was there, he was like, I said, look, I want to change out all the switches because my house is 40 years old.
Okay.
The original light switches have faded, so they look brown when they were originally white.
Yeah.
We just put in new light switches, which are bright white, so I wanted them to match.
Yeah.
So I said, what do I need? He tells me what I need. I go to the store, I buy what he tells me. I buy a 10-pack of light switches and a 10-pack of plug switches, the plugs.
Yep.
Okay. All brand new white, just so they just aesthetically look good. For no reason other than aesthetics. So, we're doing everything. During this off time, for the 2 weeks that we were down, I purchased remote controls for my fans. So I can just bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah.
I ordered them from Lowe's.com on the app. They are delivered to my house. They are $42.99 a piece for the tax, the remote control, and delivery. Okay. UPS delivers them. I take the boxes and I put them on the floor. I have not touched the boxes in 2 weeks. He starts coming over. He's like, hey, I want to do this, and this. We start opening the fans. I start putting them together. So all he has to do, and I made it very clear, just put it up there. I'll assemble it because I need you to move. Like I know how to put a fan together. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, I start opening the UPS package, and I realize that I only purchased the actual remote control. You need a remote control and a transmitter to turn the fan on.
Yeah.
So I went, shit. Because now we can't put the fans in if you don't have the transmitter. Because the transmitter goes up in the ceiling. You follow me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make this as clear as possible.
You're doing a good job so
So
far.
I immediately go on HomeDepot.com. This shows that there's a Home Depot in my area, 6 miles away, and they have 9 of what I'm looking for.
Excellent.
I told the guy, I'm running to go do this. Don't stop working. Gun. I fly down the fucking road. I get to the store.
Got to the store.
This is where a fun story, this is where we're going to branch off.
All right.
And we're going to tell a different story. And we're going to go back to that story.
As you do.
No, but it is funny.
Okay.
So I get to Home Depot, I walk in, and I say, on the app, it says aisle 2, bin 45.
Mm-hmm.
I go to aisle 2, bin 45. Boom, there they are. Exactly what I said. There's 2. I need 4.
Those lying bastards.
The website says 9. I take the 2 off the thing. I walk up to customer service. I said, hey, your website shows that you have 9 of these, and I took the last 2. So can you just verify that something's either you don't have them out, or there might be some in the back, or that the website's wrong? I just need to know that. She goes, sweetheart, if you go back to where you just were, I'll have Jim meet you there.
Okay.
Jim to electrical. I'm standing there. As I'm standing there, there's a 70-something.
Did she say Jim
Jim.
meet you there or beat you there?
Well, beat me off there.
Excellent.
So, Jim, I look up and there's an elderly gentleman, easily 70 years old,
All right.
shuffling his feet as he's pushing a shopping cart. He's using the shopping cart as a walker.
Not promising so far.
But I feel very confident that this individual is going to tell me exactly what I need because he has experience.
Okay.
Okay. And I know from experience that when you get hired at these facilities, they put you where you know your shit. So if he knows paint, they're going to put him in paint.
Okay.
Right? This older guy comes up to me. I've been at a Home Depot store where I've had a 17-year-old kid try to tell me something that wasn't there. I literally asked for a left-handed smoke shifter, and he looked it up on the fucking phone. I shit you not. He looked it up on a phone. He's like, yeah, we don't sell this here. And I went, fuck. And I just turned around and walked away. So Jim comes up to me, and he goes, you looking for something? I said, yeah, man. The website shows that you have 9 of these, and I show him the packet. And the packet is a little green transponder with the remote control. This is where it gets important. $39. Just the remote that I had delivered to my house was $42.99 plus shipping and tax. This was $39 for both the transponder and the remote. Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Okay.
So, Jim, with all seriousness, has one of my boxes in his hand, and he's staring at the empty slot where I just took these off of. And he goes, did you get this from there? Oh, yes, sir, I did. And there is a 45-minute gap where no one is saying a thing. So I'm just standing there, and he's standing there just looking at that empty shelf. He's not moving. I thought he paused his life because he's just standing there. And I went, I have all day. I really have all day. I will stand here until he moves. Like, I don't give a fuck. So he then pulls out his little, I'm sure you've seen it's like a computer phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he scans the barcode on the shelf, and he scans the barcode on this, and he goes, it says we have 9. I said, yeah, I saw that, yeah. And he looks back at the shelf, and he sees that it's empty. And I'm doing everything I can not to show expression, but inside I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've done all day. Here we go. And it's only 10 o'clock in the morning, so it's only going to get better. So his little phone makes like a bloop beep noise, and he looks at it and he goes, he starts doing this shit. And he's looking up at the cage. You know how the cage goes to the ceiling. Yeah. He's like looking around and he goes, says they're up there. I said, cool. Let's get on my shoulders. I'll pick you up. But Jim didn't find that funny. Okay. But I'm now laughing out loud because I'm like, how funny would it be if like his sales associate comes walking past and sees a 90-year-old man standing on my shoulders getting a box off the shelf. I can't contain myself because I'm making myself laugh. So he looks up, and we're in the aisle where the hoist is in our aisle. Mm-hmm. The mechanical. Yeah. So I said, let's break out the old cherry picker. And he goes, oh, to do that, I got to block. Now he's telling me the whole rule about using the cherry picker. Uh-huh. Got to lock off everything. You can't be here. And he's being dead serious. And I was like, fuck, this guy is a gem. So I was like, all right. So he goes, I'll be right back. Like Clint Eastwood, I'll be right back. This 80-year-old man is now shuffling Fred Sanford and Son shuffle the giant stairs that you would use to put up to a plane.
Yeah.
He's pushing it down this aisle. clanking into every fucking thing that's in the. And I'm just standing there like this. Because I am trying not to laugh, and he is just being dead serious as he's pushing it. Now, it only steers on the back wheel. The front wheels are stationary.
Yeah.
Boom! Just fucking boom! So now, the aisle looks like the letter H. Aisle 2, aisle 3, but there's a cross path. So I'm doing everything because not only are we in audio, but not only are we a video podcast, but we're also audio. So for people who don't understand, it's like the letter H. He's pushing it down the aisle. He now has to go in the H, 90-degree turn. He now can't turn left because it's too long for the thing. So he turns it, and it gets wedged in between the next aisle and the H. So he shuffles around and grabs it from the front and starts, like just giving it these like little 1-inch. He's a frail old man. I could have just moved it, but I was like, nope, not today.
You aren't qualified.
Yeah, I didn't want to hurt myself. So he finally scooches it over enough. He goes back and pushes it. And he's lined up with the aisle, and now we have to climb the steps. And I'm like, oh, I was at one point stood behind him like to get ready to catch him. Like I didn't think this was going to happen. He gets all the way to the top, and he's pulling boxes down. He's like, yep, got it. He starts coming down, and he goes, how many you need? I said 4. He goes, okay. So he opens the box, which has 4 boxes of 4. So each box has 4 boxes. Each 4 individual things in it. And he takes the 2 out of my hand, and throws them in the box, and then hands me an unopened box of 4. So,
Okay.
Thank you. So I race home, give him to the electric guy, and he's like, oh, perfect. So I sit down, and I'm going to start putting the fan blades together so we can start getting this process going. During that which time, he goes, hey, you didn't buy the right light switches. I said, okay, what do I need? He goes, you need and he gives me the whole list. And I said, okay, I don't know what to buy. So I just write it down, and I run back to the store, buy exactly what he tells me, and I come running back again. So I need to start back. So that was that part of the story. In the beginning, when he comes in, and I'm making a stand. Today you're going to do this. If you don't do it, just tell me. It's no big deal, but this needs to be done. He goes, cool. It's 7:45 in the morning. 8:15, he comes running towards me from the bedroom. And I thought he electrocuted himself. Like there's concern in his face. I was like, everything all right? I said, if it's on fire, let it burn for the insurance. Don't get all excited. He comes running towards me. Justin. I was like, yeah, what's up? I'm making it look like I'm working on the computer. I'm really just loading a game. No big deal. He goes, can I use your bathroom? I went, yeah. Before I could even say yeah, he turned around and ran down the hallway. I went, not again. Not fucking again. So again, where I'm sitting is the double-sided glass door, or the sliding glass door, which goes to the patio. The very next window is the bathroom, which I hear, which sounds like Bigfoot taking a shit. Like, it is just, there's a lot of noise coming out of his body. And at this time, I'm thinking, oh God, he's got Crohn's. Because why would you come to, all right, you probably are one of these kind of guys. I am not. My body is not regulated to a shit schedule. Some people are like, oh, I'm a 2 times a day, or I definitely shit every time I wake up, or I have my coffee and I have coffee and Constitution. Right? This guy's been in my house 3 times, this being the 3rd. All 3 times between 8 and 8:30, he has taken a shit in my house.
You think he would plan accordingly?
You would think he would plan accordingly, or go the fuck home. But he literally ran through my house like he was on fire, and I was like, oh my God.
You know it's coming. If it's that regular, you know it's coming. Plan accordingly. Hey, I can't make it to the site till 8:30, 8:45.
Let me ask you this question. Let's say this was not water, and you had to walk to one of those boats.
2 minutes.
At that, right? At probably 45 seconds.
Yeah. Especially if you're doing the power waddle where you're clenching the cheeks.
Why wouldn't you just go home?
If I had to poop in a stranger's house or in my house, I'm going to poop in my house.
Right. Especially when you're that close. I get it if you were on the side of a road doing, asphalt. Like, I get that, right? But anyhow, I hear him shitting. And I'm telling you, it is literally a Sasquatch type shit. He is, and there's a lot of noise. And I'm like, oh God, he's probably throwing up. Like, it's the noise that I'm hearing. And it's his asshole. It's a double flusher.
Double flush?
Double flush. And he immediately goes, now.
Do you think it was from the volume or the splatter?
I wish I could tell you. I really, truly wish. But I'm now angered. So I send the group a text message. I send producer Billy a text message. I send my mother a text message. The poop has begun again. Everyone's aware of the story. So when I tell you on the second time when he saw me, when he did that, we never talked about it. Never once.
As one doesn't.
No. He just went about it, which is weird because he announced to me that he tooted in my house when I didn't even hear it. So he's in the bathroom.
Do you think he should be in there and just like screaming, "I'm pooping"?
I just don't think it's appropriate. And I'm being honest. Like, I don't feel like that's something you want to tell someone. Like, why would you shit in someone's house? Especially when you live so close. That's where I'm getting. That's where I'm stuck on this. You live so close.
Do you feel like your toilet has been violated? Like you look at it differently now?
No, I feel like my house has been violated. Like, you got to be some kind of comfortable to shit in someone's house. I get it if it's like an emergency, but to know that, oh, I got to take a shit, so I'm going to go use your bathroom. Like, I just feel like it's...
I feel like I would plan accordingly.
Yeah. So that's where I'm tied up on that. But so throughout the day, so he takes a shit. We act like we don't know about it. He's continuing his work. He tells me I did something wrong and I got to go back to the store. So I go back to the store. So I've done 2 trips to Home Depot and back. I bring the right stuff. So we're talking. Now, I'm not doing much talking to him because I'm making it look like I'm working. Because I don't want to talk to him. And I'm being kind of like a dick. And I don't want to be a dick, but it's coming across that way.
So you're just trying to look busy.
Yeah, I just don't really want to. I don't want to talk to you. Like, we don't really have. You don't live in my brain, and I don't want to know your brain. I don't want to know you. You're hired help. Do the job that you're being paid to do, and just go on. Like, I don't care. And I'm not trying to be a dick, but that's how I want. So
I feel like it's always kind of a weird thing having someone in your house doing a job, because you don't want to just not do. You don't want to do nothing, because you don't want to be perceived as lazy. But at the same time, they're there to do a job.
Yeah.
So I think I've done the same thing. If someone's over doing something, that I just make myself look busy. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just looking busy.
I have learned that I don't care. I'll sit on the couch and you can work right around me. I don't care. It's my house. I've literally hired you to do it. If I knew how to do what you're telling me, I wouldn't fucking hire you. And I don't know electric. And I've made this very clear, but he's always telling me what he's doing, and I don't fucking care. He's like, hey, man, I just took your switch off. I'm going to flip it over for it. There's a whole reason why we're talking this. This is the end of the story. But he's like, hey, I took your plate cover off here, and there's just a wire hang. I went, okay. He's like, yeah, well, he goes, apparently all white wires in technical terms all go together. So he goes, all the whites go together. And I went, it's beautiful, isn't it? But he doesn't catch on. I immediately start laughing. But he's telling me about this wire not being there, and he's like, everything worked. I went, what would happen if you didn't hook it up to anything? He goes, probably nothing, right? And I went, why do I care? That's exactly what I said. I said, why do I care? I just want you to take the switch off, the 30-year-old switch, and put the new switch on so they're white. That's all I want. That's all I want. I don't care how you do it. I don't care what it takes to make that happen. That's what I want. I would do it myself if I knew how to do electric. So anyway, I then call producer Billy, and I'm like, you do electric, right? He goes, yeah. I said, you know how to change out a switch? He goes, yeah, 2 seconds. I went, yeah, I'm gonna need you to come over then. Prior to this, while I'm telling him the story about, I need you to do this room first, I bought these so you can change out the lights, I bought those so you can change out I said, here's a big problem that I'm having. He's all right. Now, mind you, when we were doing the ceiling lights, I said, it is beyond impeccable that you understand that these lights must line up. If I see that one of them is off, we're gonna have a major problem. Because I am that anal about just looking up at something going, why is that off? Why is this at 2 inches and this is at 1 inch? Like, I need to know that. So he spent 2 hours with a laser-guided laser to make sure that they were exactly parallel. Now I have another problem, so we'll get to that later. So I have 4 in my living room, 8 inch, they're completely in center. Wonderful. However, the front door is a switch with the dimmer slide on it. On the wall behind me that I told him not to put a light switch on, he put a light switch on because the wall behind me is coming down. It's a low-bearing wall that I got to have taken down. But for some reason, he puts a light switch on that. Now, the problem that I'm having is that when this, in America, I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but when you have a light switch and they are down, what does that normally mean?
Off.
Wonderful. If they are up, what does that normally mean?
All the opposite.
I have not reinvented the wheel.
It would be on.
Okay. Front door, both down. No lights, no fan. behind me, still off, the light switch is up, but there's no light and no fan. However, if you flip it down, now the lights come on. And I said, no, we can't have that. And he goes, well, it kind of has to be that way. I said, bullshit. And he goes, no. I said, you mean to tell me, in your world, in your electrical world, you can't make both light switches down? He's like, no. He starts giving me this whole rundown. I said, okay, cool. When you leave, I'm just going to take the plate off and flip it and then put it back on. He goes, well, I guess you could do that. I said, yeah, no shit. No shit. Like, I get it. Like, but he's telling me how that's wrong. And I said, I'm not building something to code. This is where I live. This is my house. Mm-hmm. But you got to have the light switches. Down means off, up means on. Not blue, blue. Oh, so anyway, so we finally get that. So here's an issue that I have. The wall that's coming down. All right, so the wall that's coming down has the new light switch on it that I told him I didn't want, but he put there anyway. It took him 3 hours to do this light switch, which I told him I didn't want, but he put it there anyway. Separated by the room, the door that goes into the kitchen. There's no door, but the doorway. Mm-hmm. Next to that is another light switch that does the hallway. We didn't have a discussion about where we were putting the dimmer switch. So he put the dimmer switch there. So wall, light switch that I didn't need, open space to the kitchen, another wall, dimmer switch. So dimmer switch, space, dimmer switch. You follow me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks stupid.
Then there's a hall. And at the other end of the hall, before it makes a 90-degree turn, is a light switch that turns on the one and only ceiling light I've had in the whole house, which is in the hallway. Right in front of the master bedroom and the bathroom, master bedroom, bathroom, closet. Big ceiling titty.
Ceiling titty.
And he makes it very clear to me when we were talking about the placement of the lights. He goes, all I'm going to do is take the ceiling titty down and put the light up. So we're going to use the same hole. I said, wonderful. And then he goes, I'll put the next light in between the light switch, open spot to go into the kitchen, and light switch is a doorway to the basement that always stays open because it just looks stupid with the door shut. So I always leave the door open. He goes, I'm going to put the next light right here. I said, wonderful. We agree on that. But we didn't talk about where to put the light switch with the dimmer. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking after going to Home Depot for the second time, and I see that the light switches with the dimmer is there, but not down by the bedroom where the other switch is. And of course, they're countersynced. This one's down, this one's up, but they're both off. So I walk up to him and I went, I have a question. How hard was it to put that in? And he goes, oh, it's not hard at all. It's just a couple switches. I said, okay. Can we put that down there and then put just a regular light switch here? Or not use this light switch at all? Like, we'll just cover it up. And he goes, no, I can't do that. No, he goes, well, we could. He goes, but here's my thought process as a homeowner. When you're walking into the house, you want to turn the lights on. I said, that's great. But what happens when I want to leave my bedroom?
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I guess I didn't think of that. I went, yeah, me either, until now. And I'm telling you, I don't like that. I said, or I bought more. I always buy more than what I need because you can always take it back. So I purchased 4 of these dimmer switches. And I said, how about we leave this dimmer switch here and we put a dimmer switch there? And he goes, you can't do that. You can't run parallel dimmer switches on the same line. And I went, really? He's like, yeah. And he's telling me his whole reason. And I went, you know what? I don't fucking care. Just tell me it doesn't work. And fine, right, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I said, at the end of the day, we're just going to put a new switch here. Fine. So he's taking a shit at 8:15 in the morning. A double flusher at that. He's put stuff where I told him not to put it, and he's still done it anyway. He's actively working. And I said, hey, look, if you're taking a break for lunch, I'm going to go buy us this. And he's like, no, I'm working right through. I want to get this done today. I said, perfect. Out of nowhere, he starts apologizing to me for shit that he has nothing to do with. He's like, hey, I just really want to apologize for my hair today. I went, what? He goes, yeah, my hair's a mess. I'm really sorry about that. And I went, are you okay? I was like, okay. He goes, yeah, really sorry I'm not in uniform either. And I was like, yeah, you're not in uniform? He's like, no, I usually like to wear like my shirt, my work shirt, so you know I'm being professional. I said, you're a handyman. Your fucking van is out front of my house. It says handyman on the side of the fucking door. I know who you are. We live in the same neighborhood. You've been here before 2 other times. I have paid for your vacations. You charged me $600 for a door, still has not charged me for the second time he was there. So I can only imagine what this bill is going to be, because he's at my house for a total of 16 hours, 2 8-hour days. Christ only knows what that bill is going to cost me. But throughout the day, he is just a fart machine. Now I really think he's got Crohn's, because I hear him walking up the steps to go to the attic, and it's like the walking Toots. Right? And I hear him farting up in the attic, which is just hilarious, because you can hear it. Just because you're not in the same room, you can still hear it. Anyway, so now I'm giving my mom updates, but my mom likes to call me. And now I can't openly talk about things because I think these two birds are about to fuck.
I think they are.
But
That one's,
it's definitely a male and a female.
he's peacocking a little bit. No means no, bro.
Ah, fuck it. Go in there and get it. Consent begins with K. Every kiss begins with K.
He's trying hard.
The illustrious pigeon, in its aggressive mating ritual, slowly stalks its prey. It bobs its head, it dances.
Oh my God, he really might get it on. Let's get it on.
It presents itself. It turns and spins, shows its glorious plumage. Come here, my dear, it says to her. She declines and tries to escape, but fast on her heels he is, continuing the dance, the mating dance of the pigeon.
Not only do I want to see them bang it out, I hope they do it on like my foot. I hope to like stop on my foot and just start banging. Because you can't, you gotta let them go, right? That might be some federally protected thing. The way they
But you just gotta let the pigeons
just gotta let it go.
bang. Just let them.
Oh, look, they just kissed. He did a whole head twirl. Oh, they're cute.
Oh. Nature is a glorious thing.
How perverted are we that we're watching birds fuck? Like, guys, this is so disgusting. Just turned you down, bro. Got them blue balls.
Look, he's not fluffed up anymore.
Yeah, but he's like eye fucking you. You see him,
He's
right?
like, stop watching me. Try to get my fuck on. Is it because I was narrating you?
So I was going to see what time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock. So
Kick you right into that water, you flying trash rat. Yeah,
oh, she's following. I see what you're doing. You're playing hard to get.
Show where you going, boo? You want to fight?
Good for you for not being a bird whore. He's moved on anyway. So, in conclusion, I got all of my fans put in, all the lights put in. It took him 8 hours to do it. I did a large sum of the work as far as I put the fans together, which I told him because I just didn't. I thought we'd be in and out quicker than that, but the tutor has returned. We have shit in my house 3 times. There's a double flusher this time. And, yeah.
The Toots Part 2.
3.
Well, Part 2, Return of the Toot.
Return of the Toot. Is that what we should call it?
And then Toots Part 3, Dawn of the Turd.
Dawn of the Turd. Yeah, but it was.
Or Dawn of the Dookie. I like alliteration.
That's a weird word. Like, how do you feel when a grown ass person says that?
What, Dookie?
Yeah.
I feel like they're afraid to say shit or poop.
Yeah.
Or feces. But I just wanted the alliteration.
Sure. Yeah, so that was my life yesterday.
Or would you feel better with Dawn of the Duty?
I just don't like the word. You know, most women get freaked out because you say the word moist.
Yeah.
I think these childish words that adults use really bother me. Like when he said tooted, I threw up in my mouth and I wanted to punch him because I was like, just be a man.
Like next time someone uses the bathroom, should be like, did you wash your hiney?
Right.
Did you wipe?
Well, you know what really
wipe
bothered
your
me
bum
is like, all right, so we got to get over it. Like he used my bathroom, great, but he didn't wash his hands.
What?
Yeah, I definitely didn't hear the hand washing, and I can tell that. So
I think that's almost worse.
yeah,
Because he speed wiped that bad boy.
it's just.
Now, do you use 2-ply or 1-ply?
Oh, come on now. I mean, if I'm paying for it, I'm gonna get the triple ply if I could.
Okay. All right.
Problem is I had someone in my house for a couple weeks, and they used so much toilet paper that it created a blockage. It's weird. It's like they were drying off the side of the boat. What's how much toilet
Maybe
paper
they're
they used.
paper mache.
Yeah. I don't know what they were wiping, but Jesus Christ. But when you have a no clog toilet, which is what I have, the center jet is real big and there's really low water. It's like less than a gallon of water.
Yeah.
So the problem with that is when you use it and you have a massive, when you make, which is another word I hate,
Okay.
there's a lot of remnants in the bowl because there's no water on the side of the bowl.
So you got to double flush it, or
Well, not only that, but there's a lot of cleaning. So I had to go out and buy another bowl, like a toilet scrubber. But I noticed, I think he may be using his hands to clean the toilet because there was, and I know what it's like to have rabbit pellets or your lower third colon come out at you.
Yeah.
So,
like one of those big triumphant slimy bastards that hit the side and slide down.
which I've sent you pictures of,
I've seen
and
it.
you have sent me pictures of.
Yes, I have.
So, yeah, so that was my. Oh, I have a question before we go. So we did this. I'm asking for a friend, of course. Is it considered gay, a gay act, or homosexual act, whatever the correct PC term is,
Okay.
to go on to a gay dating site,
Okay.
accept an offer for oral sex
Okay.
from a gay man,
All right.
have them come to your house, give you said act that you requested. It takes place, and then they leave. Is that considered gay? I'm asking for a friend, of course.
I don't think I have the requisite qualifications to answer that.
Cool. Figure out ask. Go ahead.
Are we switch hitting now?
No. A friend of mine asked me a question, and I figured, what better place to ask than in front of tens and tens of people?
Oh, there will be a time where we look back on that, and there's going to be a massive Poland
How
following.
funny would it be if I slowly started doing things that made it into like a progression of things, like I started wearing blush, or started putting like and then, like we saw this coming, right?
No, I haven't had much luck with one side, so we're going to try the other team for a little bit.
Yeah, so we got into discussion with him tooting, apologizing for the fact that his hair was out of place, not wearing his uniform. That bothered me. The fact that I argued about the light switches not being down and up. And I do have another thing that I would like to do as far as when we get together, since it's tough to get all four of us together, but I think the next time we know we're all four getting together, I think we should dress up. And I had an idea.
Excellent.
I think we should all purchase our very own favorite color without telling everybody. Power Ranger outfit. Halloween costume.
I like it.
And then we just show up to the coffee shop in costume. It's like got to be a point system. So you got to, driving in wearing it is like a point. Walking in public is a point. Going to the thing is like, that way you don't, there's like got to be an incentive. Whoever makes those points at the end gets something. That way you just don't show up wearing this outfit and you go, I'm gonna go change real quick. No, so I thought it'd be funny. But
Or at least points gets punished.
right. And I thought, especially in public, what would be a really good thing? How about we just start whacking the shit out of each other with a belt?
We can figure something out.
Yeah. Just, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Jake,
That's Justin.
all the social medias.
Hit them all.
I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun. You having fun?
We're having a ball.
You're having a ball. And all right, we'll see you next week.
Like,
Alright.
subscribe, follow.
God, he's so good. He's so quick with it.
All the social medias.
All
like
of them.
Justin said.
All of them.
Podcast apps. Whatever you want to listen
Grinder.
to. See, you're casting more doubts. Nothing wrong with it.
Social media site is what it is. And it's important that we own all the namesakes on all the social media so someone doesn't make a fake account.
Someone make a fake account. Uh-huh. A fake fake account.
We don't need someone giving our good name a bad tarnishing. It's very important that we maintain civility and a good quality product that we're putting out.
I think we've had multiple discussion about assholes.
You and I have had a lot of conversations about our dicks.
Yes, we have.
And every time I make a sketch drawing of us, it always looks very gay.
It does. I think AI is telling us something we don't know about ourselves.
Oh, it's so funny. Did you like the pictures of Ed yesterday?
Oh, I love them.
Which one did you like more?
The ballerina.
Yeah.
Ballerina was the
You'll
best.
see that online in a couple of days. I gotta space them out.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to flood it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you all have a wonderful and a blessed.
You have a wonderful and blessed. Hugs and kisses.
Smooches.
Smooches. Jake, Justin, Arguing Goldfish. Goodbye.
The Arguing Goldfish Podcast.